Morning guys, I hope you're well and welcome to the first day of our mobility 10-day challenge. Now, this is a real simple one. Basically, it's going to be 10 minutes of mobility for 10 days in a row. The idea is just to, make sure you've got some mobility in your daily routine, but also for guys who are maybe looking for a bit more consistency or to get going again or whatever it may be. You can use it for whatever purpose you see fit. As we've always explained, mobility is pretty much underpins every sort of physical challenge that we set ourselves, whether that's consistent training, play a sport, do an event, whatever it may be. Having good mobility, so good joint mobility, okay, working on our flexibility to make sure muscles are not getting overly tight, okay, really important. So without further ado, we're just going to crack on. There'll be a new video every day between now and 10 days time. I'm going to be away for the last 3 days. My friends from school and myself are going up to Åre in Sweden to do a bit of skiing to celebrate our 50th. So I will do these daily, and then obviously I will do the last 3 in advance. So I'm going to press go on the timer. No specific sets and reps and stuff. This first one is going to be nice and simple stuff that you've done before. Let's take my hood off. Okay, so let's just go down onto our fronts and have a little lift up. So what I'd like you to do, guys, is to commit to this, okay? Try and do 10 days in a row. Occasionally you might miss one. If you do, there's going to be plenty of opportunity to catch up. You should be able to find 10 minutes per day if you want to. Don't need to say any more than that. And then this will go into the WhatsApp group, and then you can just tick off or just press the thumbs up to confirm you've done it. Right, 4-point stance, and we're going to slide this hand through the body. So yeah, it's a nice short challenge, 10 days only and 10 minutes per day. Now, throughout the 10 days, on days 3, 6 and 10, I'm going to give you just a couple of additional challenges. But the 10 days is what you're really committing to. The extra challenges will be if you fancy it. It's getting quite windy here. It's a bit noisy, apologies. Okay, from there, guys, up into press-up position, and we're going to step through. It's really windy, in fact. And we're going to take this hand up and down. I have got quite a dodgy knee at the moment, as I've explained to a lot of you already. So I'm a little bit limited in my movements. I've got to go and see another orthopaedic surgeon this week. My ski trip next week could be largely watching others do it. Okay, down and up. So I'll do my best. We're going to focus on today full body, and then we're going to do a couple of variations through the week. So one specifically on hip mobility, one specifically on sort of shoulder and upper body mobility. Into press-up position now, okay? And we're just going to do something for the hips. We're going to bring the leg up, and then you're going to come over the top, okay? So you come up and then over the hurdle. Do that 10 times. Yeah, so we'll do a couple of sessions where we're specifically targeting certain areas, but the majority, guys, will just be full body. So the key areas that get tight and need a lot of mobility work generally as we get older are feet and ankles, hips, and then shoulder and our spine, okay? But yeah, full body stuff is the way to go generally, but as I say, we'll do a couple of specific movements, sessions, just for a bit of variety. Okay, from here, up and over on the other side. So you come right up, bit of glute activation, and take it over. So these sessions, guys, can be just standalone 10-minute sessions. If you've only got 10 minutes per day, great. On top of that, if you're about to go and do a gym session at any point during the week, or going to go for a run, whatever, then you can use these nicely as a warm-up, okay? So they're pretty multifunctional. Okay, come into a forward position with one leg on the knee, and we're just going to push into that hip flexor, stretch there, and then sit back into that hamstring. Forward and back. Generally with mobility, you're active, you're on the go, okay? So that's generally the main difference between stretch flexibility session and a mobility session, okay? Not always, but in general, you would say flexibility, you're normally in poses, holding stretches, and I would generally use those towards the end of a session. If you've just trained in the gym or you've been for a run, whatever, you do a bit of flexibility at the end, muscles are nice and warm, hold some static stretching. Again, you can do those as standalone sessions, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Change sides, guys, do the same thing. So push into those hips and back. Whereas mobility sessions, again, if you had to categorize them, they're a little bit more active, okay? So movements like this, I'm pushing into a stretch, but then I'm sitting back into another. So I'm getting my body moving and getting those joints going through ranges of motion. You don't need to distinguish between the two, really, but as a general rule, that's if you're talking about mobility. If I'm talking about mobility, I'm generally meaning stuff that we're going to be on the move with. Okay, we're going to target our adductors now, which are the muscles on the inside of the thigh. Okay, and we're just going to come down forward. Note the angle of my foot, it's sort of up to 45 degrees, and I'm just going to gently press back and forward. Okay. It's always important to remember though, guys, that mobility is really fundamental when it comes to your training, but so is strength as well. Okay, so getting strong, again, both in terms of any sort of physical activity that you like to take part in, whether that's a sport or an event, or you like to run regularly, whatever it may be, then having good mobility and strength is important. But also, again, as we get older, without being too dramatic about it, okay, making sure that we can be strong enough to remain active, to run around with the kids, to do things physically as and when called upon, whether it's walking upstairs or whatever it may be. I know that sounds a bit ahead in the future, but it's important that you remain strong. Joints, muscles, bones stay strong, dense and functional. Okay, go one more. Nice. We're going to go into a broken pigeon now. Okay, we're going to tuck this leg underneath. Now this is more of a stretch, I hear you all say. Yeah, that's fine. Just a bit of a glute stretch. I'm going to take that to the other side. Same thing. Forward, stretch down. Just 3 minutes to go, guys. And then you've done day one. Okay, I'm going to move onto my side now. I'm going to bring the upper body into place. So bottom leg straight, top knee over the top. Arms out to the side, and we're going to come up and over. Okay, that is just getting our chest opened. Okay, which is good for your shoulder mobility. Quite often tight chest muscles due to seated position, hands forward towards the screen, keyboard, wherever it may be, can cause tightness in the chest muscle. So this gets that muscle group opening, and it also gets some movement into your thoracic spine. When I talk about the spine, again, you know this, but lumbar spine is pretty much your lower back. Thoracic spine are the middle section, and then your cervical spine at the top is your sort of, your upper vertebrae, the top of your neck. Okay, change sides, guys. I'm going to roll over to the other side, and we'll do the same thing, up and over. Nice. But the wind suddenly decided to get up as we started to do this session. It wasn't windy half an hour ago. Nice big movement. This is often one that feels really nice for a lot of people, particularly you guys at desks. Okay, it's a nice movement for that whole upper body area. Okay, onto your backs, and we're going to do similar, but for the lumbar spine. Like I said, lumbar spine, low part of your back. You're just going to keep your feet gently on the ground, just roll side to side. So this gets the lumbar area working. Okay, one activation exercise for the glutes. Just bring your feet in and pressing up and down, up and down, up. Nice. Last two. 1 and 2. And then for the last 30 seconds, we're going to go into that same chest lift as we started with. So just down and lift up. And then you're going to bring your feet fairly close together, put your knees wider. I'm going to be a little careful with this one. I'm going to sit back into a child's pose and just push your fingertips away. Okay, and hold there. That's it, guys. 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. Think how quickly that went. Okay, you completed that one. You need to do that for 9 more days in a row. Okay, 10 minutes of your day. Every single person, if they want to find 10 minutes a day, will do that. It's all about a choice that you make, is at the end of the day. Okay, and hopefully now for you, particularly for you guys, I know most of you who like to do other things as well. Perfect little warm-up, that is. You go and do a 15-20 minute strength session now. Go for a run, go hit the gym. Whatever it is you like to do, they're good little warm-ups, also good standalones. Okay, so tick off in the WhatsApp group. Like I say, I'll drop the content into the Back in the Game app as well, so you can follow it however you want to follow it. And yeah, just work hard, guys. Commit to it. Use the group. If you have questions around any part of your training over this next 10 days, then yeah, just use the group to ask and to help other people, to inspire people by just a little click saying that you've got it done. Can actually prompt someone else to go and get it done, which is what a large part of Back in the Game is about. Right, I'll stop talking. Have a good day. See you back here tomorrow for day 2. Until then, have a good one. Stay strong and stay safe. Onwards.